Suzana, Filipa, Nemarika, Dona, Nani, Antonica, Nenga, Jami, Jaca, Tatanica, Mama. Kisua, Kingia, Mikwalunga, Gano, Bingi, Gano, Diondo, Macamba, Majimie. Suzana, Filipa, Nemarika, Dona, Nani, Antonica, Nenga, Jami, Jaca, Tatanica, Mama. Kisua, Kingia, Mikwalunga, Gano, Bingi, Gano, Diondo, Macamba, Majimie. Kalunga kituya, amba ketu, vutu ketu. Kalunga kunyo kumari sina waba. Senga kijidinungo so kwizan kwatakana. 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 Oh, 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 oh.
On. This is DJ STeeVee, and today we're going to be reacting to a singer from Angola, and this is my dad, Derek.
Wow, really excited to be back with you, DJ STeeVee. I think our last video was Midnight Oil,
Yeah.
right? Focusing on the Australian band. So please, viewers, check out DJ STeeVee, Autism Rocks, and to your viewers, what do you want to say, DJ STeeVee?
Please go and subscribe and press the like button.
Right, and many people have subscribed. I think you're at 1223, approaching 1230. We want to get to 1500. Not 1,000, but how many thousand? 2,000. Right, so press that like button and subscribe. So now we are going back down towards the southern part of Africa. We're glad to be back on the continent of Africa, focusing on an Angolan singer named Aline Farazao, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name well. Viewers, this is a bit of a different reaction. It is a documentary focusing on her album INSULAR that was released in 2015. So DJ STeeVee will share information that he has about the singer, and I'll be sharing my information. I think I'm ready. DJ STeeVee, are you ready?
Yeah.
Viewers, are you ready? Let's go. Aline Farazao, INSULAR.
Esta marca completamente exaltada. Jura, uma ilha pequena, com uma beleza quase selvagem, tem menos de 200 habitantes e uma paisagem escocesa de tirar o fogo. Foi na ilha que aprendi a ler as estrelas e o céu de chover, com termas e marés até. O estúdio onde gravamos, São da Jura, como fica uns 15 minutos da pequena vila de FRAZAO, a sensação de isolamento é ainda maior. O ambiente é de tranquilidade absoluta. A ilha de Jura fez toda a diferença na gravação deste disco. Gravar lá foi um luxo, porque foi também a casa onde ficamos a viver durante os dias da gravação. Isso permite uma...
Okay, so we're about a minute in, and I believe DJ STeeVee has some information about the album INSULAR. Where was it recorded? It was on the Isle of Jura?
Yeah.
Yeah, in what country?
Scotland.
In Scotland. And the island is full of what? What's it full of?
Mountain.
Mountains. And mountains are also found in what country, with the capital city of Addis Ababa?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. So a very mountainous area. And Craighouse is where Aline Farazao and her bandmates were recording the album. It's on what coast? Is it the north coast? Is it the south coast? What coast is it on?
South.
It's on the east coast.
On the east coast.
Of Jura Island. And what does Craighouse have on, like, what does Craighouse have? What does it have? What does it have? Craighouse has
a church.
What? Has a church. What else?
Primary school.
And what else? It has
Jarrah.
lots of things.
The Jarrah Hotel.
Yeah, and can
Bar, gallery, craft shop, tea room, and gas station.
and gas stations, a craft shop, right? So please, if you get a chance, it's an isolated part of Scotland, but we see the beautiful scenery at the beginning of this video / documentary,
We
if you
see a
want to
man.
call
We
it.
see someone there.
Yeah, and Aline Farazao will be introducing her bandmates, the people that were on the Isle of Jura. Now, way back in 1607, right?
Yeah.
I come from the maternal side of the Campbells. In 1607, do you know what happened in 1607?
No.
The Campbell clan, so it's the Campbell people, took over a large part of Jura, which on the southern part, most notably the southern part of the island,
Just like the Campbells.
right, the Campbells from the MacDonald clan, right? So a little bit of history there. But anyways, let's get back to making of Insular.
Concentração especial, claro. Estás praticamente num retiro, afastada do mundo e em contacto com a natureza. Insônia nacional. Ao chegar lá, tudo fez sentido. Levar as minhas músicas para esse norte tão diferente do sul de onde eu venho, uma outra paisagem, outra temperatura. I totally talk about music in terms of temperature. Yeah. For me, it's about that cold beauty. Esse cruzamento de latitudes.
So DeeJay, STeeVee, do you know what language Aline Farazao and the others are speaking in? They speak in Lisbon there, they speak in Brazil. Do you know what language it is?
No.
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Right? It's Portuguese. So you'll see when they're speaking in English, it's in Portuguese subtitles, and when they're speaking in Portuguese, it's in what language?
English.
English, right. And we look at the landscape of the Isle of Jura. Okay, so let's get back. Making of Insular.
Funcionou exatamente como esperávamos. De repente, esse imaginário de ilha estava por toda a parte. A ideia de ir gravar a Jura e de trabalhar com jazz pairing foi do Carlos Seixas.
Let's make a
All right, so let's make a record. Now, Gilles Perrin is the producer of the album Insular. Did you know that?
That one.
Yeah, he's the producer, and I think he also played percussion. So percussion is like what Ringo Starr and Phil Collins and Don Henley play. What is it?
Drum.
The drums, right? Charlie Watt and others. Let's get back. Gilles Perrin.
Desse encontro, dessa diferença, surgiu algo muito criativo e estimulante para todos.
I'm not in it. Deixa eu. Pois é.
O Pedro Geraldes é uma peça fundamental para compreender este disco. Ele vem dos Linda Martini, uma banda de culto no âmbito da música alternativa portuguesa, mais rock, noise. Ele acrescenta exatamente a eletricidade que eu procurava.
Eu curti a minha guitarra.
Estou habituada a ela. Aprendi muito com o Pedro. Todo mundo de novas possibilidades, de novos caminhos. É um músico muito talentoso, com uma sensibilidade imensa e uma alma cheia. O que vou declarar neste momento de glória?
Está tudo.
Antes de irmos para a Jura, gravamos o tema Susana, em Lisboa, com a participação do Toti Samed. Vamos gravar o quê? É como? Como é que você tá?
É assim.
Okay, so this is another song that, not Insular, because there's a song entitled Insular off the Insular album, but this song is entitled Susanna. And Toti Samed, who sings with Aline Farazao, is on the song, right?
Right.
Singing in Portuguese.
Just like what Phil Collins plays. Drums.
Plays the drums, right? But this gentleman does not play the drums, at least now. He's playing the guitar.
This gentleman.
Right. So, Aline, when was she born? When was she born?
In June 1988.
Right. So, how old is she now then?
35.
35. So she was born in 1988. And Luanda, is the capital city of what country?
And
Angola, right?
Yeah.
The capital's
Angola.
Angola, right. Okay, well, let's get back. Susanna. Viewers, we strongly recommend that you listen to Susanna, and he's going to play a little...
This gentleman.
That's correct.
O Totti é parceiro antigo e grande amigo. Ao decidir gravar tema como Susana, da Rosita Palma, dos clássicos da música popular angolana, que ficou célebre na voz da irmã da autora, Belita Palma, pensei logo que tinha que ser ele a tocar. A gravação foi um momento mágico, na cave de famoso teatro lisboeta, com toda a reverberação natural do espaço. Susana era mesmo do Totti. Foi fácil e simples, com a força do que tem que ser. Para além do Totti e do Pedro, todos os outros músicos que subiram no barco foram sugeridos pelo jazz. Eles foram...
So what she's saying is Jill's pairing had selected a lot of the musicians, right? He's the producer of the song, so he got Totti and other musicians to come along. So we're going to see a person who plays the harp, a clarinet, right? So you got to get
A lot of musicians.
Right, you got to get them all together. Why do you think they wanted to go to the Isle of Jura? Is it noisy there or quiet?
Quiet.
Very quiet, right?
It's a quiet city.
Quiet place. I don't know. A quiet place on the island, right? So it's not. It's like quite a distance from Glasgow where we were, right?
Yeah, of Angola.
Right, Angola. That's where she was born, in the capital city, right? When did she begin writing songs? What age?
15.
Right, and 3 years later, so she's 18. Aline moved to Lisbon in Portugal, and she went to attend the university, a new university of Lisbon, where she received a degree in communications, right?
Right.
And she also worked as a journalist at a newspaper.
I love to talk about news anchors.
Right. So she is a journalist. Rede Angola is the name of the newspaper she worked at. Anyways, let's get back to the making of Insular, right? And we can look up. There we are. Great.
Chegando a ilha. Simon Edwards é o baixista deste disco. Além do baixo elétrico, gravou Sentir, Marimbula e guitarrão. É um músico super experiente, muito rápido e perspicaz, com uma linguagem musical amplíssima. Aplica com muita elegância e bom gosto aquela máxima de que menos é mais. Depois de Simon chegou a Sarah Homer, clarinetista inglesa. Foi muito bonito vê-la encaixar-se nas canções. Perguntava muito pela produção das letras e pelo sentimento das músicas. Trabalhar com ela foi muito fácil, não só pela sua cumplicidade com o jazz, pelo seu talento, óbvio.
So do you know what instrument that is? The
clarinet.
The clarinet. And Aline is saying she really likes her sense of humor. She makes her smile.
They get the musicians all together.
Yeah, it's a session where it's just not one person. You can see it's a family. And it's very much looking, you see with all the mic stands, it's looking like your studio, right?
Right. And who's the producer?
The producer, Jill's parent, brought all of them together, right?
Just like George Martin.
Just like George Martin brought, who did he bring? The Fab Four?
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Mas pelo seu maravilhoso sentido de humor. Fantastic! Desde as primeiras conversas com o Giles, que a ideia de gravar uma harpa ganhou força. E não podia ser um arpista qualquer. Tinha de ser a Esther Swift.
Okay, Esther Swift, do you know what instrument this is that she's playing?
No.
It's H-A-R-P.
Harp.
The harp. And I've been told by many people it's one of the hardest instruments to learn and to play. So they've even got a harp instrument. And Esther Swift, I don't know if any relationship to Taylor, but Esther Swift.
Why Esther Swift and Taylor Swift have more in common?
They have the same surname, the same last name. So let's get back to Making of Insular.
Esta é uma força da natureza. E confesso que para mim foi muito emocionante trabalhar com ela, conhecer o seu instrumento, um instrumento profundo e complexo. Acho que a maneira como a harpa entra nos arranjos é talvez um dos trunfos deste
What's
disco.
happening there?
So DJ STeeVee wants to know what is happening there. What do you think's happening?
The producer's coming in.
Well, the producer's there, and in the background we see Aline Farazao, and they're smiling. They're having a lot of fun together, creating this album entitled INSULAR, right? Which viewers, please check the description, because we don't know if it's going to be Susanna that will post or it might be the actual song INSULAR. But please check it out. If you know of any information about Esther Swift or Gilles Perrin or any of the very talented
Esther Swift and Till Swift, they have the same last name.
They have the same name. So please let us know if you know any information about these musicians that are showcased and that played with Aline Farazao.
Para além destas instrumentistas, há outras mulheres por trás deste disco. A música O Som do Jacarandá é um excerto de um livro de poesia da angolana Ana Paula Tavares, musicado por mim. E a rapper portuguesa Capicua escreveu A Louca, uma das músicas mais intensas e marcantes do disco. Está louca e o dedo apontado. Os poetas de outrora escreveram no chão a palavra liberdade. Desde o primeiro momento que o Antônio Jorge Gonçalves me pareceu a pessoa indicada para criar a parte.
Okay, so now they're looking at the artwork, and you know that for CD or album covers, it's the artwork, right? It's like the thumbnail on, I'll say, your videos that our producer puts on, and that really attracts people, right? So the viewers will probably see Aline Farazao, right? Because she is the main person. So Antonio Riorge Concalves, and again I apologize, was my first choice to create the artwork of INSULAR, right? So he did the artwork on
Just
it.
like Brian Epstein was the Beatles' manager.
Manager, but now we're looking at the artwork, right?
Right.
And we've talked about the manager, the
producer,
harpist,
and
the
the
producer. Right, yeah, different parts of the band.
Yeah.
Members, but they're all part of the team.
Gráfica do Insular. Ele acompanhou o processo desde os ensaios e fez um trabalho excelente de tradução deste disco em imagens e em pintura.
Foi surpreendente, tá? Tu meteste aquela guitarra e depois tudo bateu na batata.
Insular é a hora da palavra. Cheio de contradições, cheio de perguntas em aberto. Insular foi mesmo uma viagem, como diria Saramago, à procura da ilha desconhecida, para descobrir quem sou quando chegar.
All right, so the last piece of information before we get into who's born, what's today's date?
It is September 9th.
Right, so we'll get to that in a minute. Heavenly birthday and a couple of birthdays from some famous musicians. But Aline Farazao has performed all over the world. What are some of the countries, DJ STeeVee, that she's performed in? Some of the countries.
Austria, Brazil, Cape Verde, Ethiopia, Germany, Kenya, Norway, Spain, Switzerland, and Tanzania.
Wow, to name a few. So she's famous throughout the world. Canada's not there, but Aline Farazao, we'd love you to come to Canada, or maybe you already have. Okay, so let's get back.
Maybe she can come to Canada.
We would hope so. Very talented. Please come to Canada, Aline Farazao, right? We see a lighthouse there. They're leaving the Isle of Jura in Scotland. I'm sure they're sad and they're going back to their homes. So we'll watch the tail end here of Making of Insular.
Ou quem sabe, só para fazer o caminho de volta.
All right, so we'll just end it there on that road, and as we see the mountains in the background, and here are the credits of the people that were involved in making this beautiful video. So
What would you like about the mountains?
Oh, well, it reminds me of the Lake District. Where's the Lake District?
Northern England.
Northern England. And this is, what country is this? This is where Glasgow and
Scotland.
Edinburgh. In Scotland.
In the city of Angola.
Well, Angola is a country where Aline Farazao was born, right? So, viewers, if you want to hear the music, Susanna or Insular, please check out the link in the description. And yeah, this was a different reaction, right? It was kind of behind the scenes of Insular, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so DeeJay STeeVee, it's September the 9th, 2023. Now, back in 1941, a very famous musician was born. And who was it?
Otis Redding.
Otis Redding. What song is he famous?
Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. And I think you've sang that song. Viewers, please check out DeeJay STeeVee singing on the Dock of the Bay.
And in December 7th, 1967.
Is what happened
He
to him.
died in a plane crash.
A tragic plane crash. How old was he?
26.
26 years young. Wow.
Means what?
So how old would he have been today?
If he was
If he was alive, how old would he be?
82.
82.
Means he died, what?
He died quite young. So, happily heavenly birthday to the late Otis Redding. Now, in 1952, a guitarist, very famous guitarist, was born. Who's that? Who's that? 1952.
Dave Stewart.
Dave Stewart. And what band is he famous?
Eurythmics.
Eurythmics. Lead singer? Annie Lennox. So how old is Dave Stewart today?
71.
Happy 71st birthday, Dave Stewart. And our youngest musical artist was born in 1975 in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada. Who's that?
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. And rumor has it that you sang Feeling Good. Viewers, please check out DeeJay STeeVee honoring Michael Bublé, who is how old today?
48.
48. Happy birthday, happy 48th birthday to Michael Bublé. So Michael Bublé, happy 48th birthday.
He was born in British Columbia, Canada.
Correct. Like you and I. I was born in Saskatchewan, Saskatoon, and you were born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's the three of us were born in Canada.
But Mommy was born in Ethiopia.
Mommy was born in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And with that said, what is happening on Monday?
Ethiopian New Year.
Ethiopian New Year, too. All of the Abasha Ethiopian viewers out there, we thank you. Those of you who have not subscribed, please do that. Masaganalo. And Malcolm, how do you say Happy New Year?
Malcolm Adisamet.
Malcolm Adisamet. Can we both bow and we say Malcolm Adisamet? Happy New Year. Peace, harmony, good health, and we really mean P-E-A-C-E throughout the entire country and throughout the world. Right. So we are going to end this show, and please check out DeeJay STeeVee. Let's get to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000 viewers, right?
Right.
1, 2, 3.
And ulit sos amasaganalo.